Hey there guys, Crazy Cricketeer here, just going to talk about how to do layers on your vinyl sticker material. Well, so let's pick a quick project, and yes, that's my awesome candle right there. Look at that, isn't that cool? Yep, pretty awesome. Anyways, so let's see here. Go to categories. I already made some stuff. There's a bunch of random stuff I liked and I saw and I made. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Anyways, I'm going to go to this one because I like the design and it's one of my friend's companies. I already have it up here, so look at that. So I made him one already and it's huge. So I'm actually going to size it down here to about 3 inches wide. And I told him I was going to make him a couple more small ones, so let's make him like 4 total. Oh, that's 5. There we go. So with this, you just have to hit duplicate. You select which one you want, and then you hit duplicate as many times and as you want, and they pop up. So when you do it, you can leave them all like grouped together like that. I kind of like to see them all, because it doesn't really matter though. I mean, one can be over here, one can be like out of sight completely. You can be zoomed in over here and only see 2, but you actually have 4. It doesn't really matter, because once you get over to the design or the actual print screen, this is where the Cricut will space it out so they're not touching. If they're touching, it means it's gonna like overlap when it's cutting. You don't want that, because then it's gonna come out all crazy and it's not gonna be cut right, or I guess it will be cut right, but it's just gonna be cut to where it's overlapping, and you don't want that, because then you won't be able to make your project very well. And I don't know about you, but I like to save space, so if I just left all these like how the Cricut laid it out like this, then it's like wasting all this vinyl in here. So I like to get things as close to each other as I can, and I'll put these just like this. Make it like a little square of eagles, not touching, because they'll light up like that, but just close enough to where, I mean, it's only wasting a little tiny bit of material in here, but that's it. So I can do like a little 3.5 by 4 inch square of material instead of like 2 inch, or what was it, like 3 inches by like 6.5 inches or something before. So you can do that. And as for this one, yeah, it'd be easier just to leave like this, or we can do this. If you want to get really crazy with it, you can even like do one of these things and like stack them inside, because see, as you can tell, they're not touching because they would turn yellow. But you can stack them in like that. I like to, for this kind of stuff, I like to just leave it like that, so that it's easy. You can just weed it all out and then put the transfer tape or paper on there, and then it's exactly how it's supposed to be. And then you can put it on your project, put it right on. And as far as this one goes, you just have to turn it around and it goes right on top, and you're good. There's no like trying to figure out where it's supposed to go or how it's supposed to go. It's just all ready for you. So anyways, then we just hit continue, and it searches for your Cricut. So then we connect our Cricut device. This one's via Bluetooth, because this is an iPad. Click on that, and then it'll connect. And the way you know it connects is, well, it starts to do this, where it'll actually bring up the material list and all that, and also it'll have the little blue power, the button will turn from white to blue. Pretty cool, right? So then we choose our material, which is the vinyl, which I've already put on the mat. And then we just, oh, that's the wrong one. Vinyl, there we go. And then it calls for the fine point blade. And we're good. Let's get that loaded up. So when you do it, make sure you put it underneath these little tabs here. Make sure you have the correct tool in here. We don't need anything to write, just to cut. And then we, what I like to do is I like to kind of hold the back here, make sure it goes in, and then you hit this little button right here. It sucks it in. That'll kind of do this little like getting ready motion there. And then this little button will start flashing, the cricut button. You click that, and then it kind of goes over that little thing over there and like senses what tool it has. Yes, it can tell what tool it has. Crazy, right? And then it starts to cut. Back in a second. Lots of fine detail, moves really quick, but does really small little back and forths. If it's too much detail, sometimes it'll actually mess up the vinyl. It'll pull out the wrong spot, or it'll pull the vinyl up out of the paper. So be careful. This will tell you more or less how much more you have to cut, approximately. It's just fun to watch this when it's cutting stuff. It looks so awesome. Just working away on our little eagles there, and that's our blue piece. That'll be the wording for the vinyl. And it's all done with that one. I'm just gonna push it out like that. There's a little button right there. It takes it all the way out. Then it'll come over here. You just go back and you set your material again. And then again, the little arrow flashes. So then you just push the button, it sucks it in, and then when this right here, the little cricut button starts flashing, you push that, and it starts to cut the next one. Thinking, and there it goes. And now it's working on the last bit of the lettering. Looks like some of the bigger letters now because it's doing really big movements.
So what are we doing here? Queen is there, Sam? Queen for...
Can you see it cutting in there? Looks pretty
border
cool.
close.
So fast too. It's awesome.
You already circled. This song usually says you can color all of them if you want to, as long as you circle the ones that are rainbow.
There it is. So now that the project is done, I have pulled them out of the Cricut, and am cutting the little lines with my Cricut razor blade to separate out each individual sticker. As you can see, I'm cutting so I don't hit the project just in between the layers, or in between the individual actual stickers, and I'm doing the same on the wording so that I can get all the stickers lined up with where they're supposed to be and next to each other, so I don't mess it up, and so that I know where everything goes. And then I put them all out like this, and then I started to weed them. Now just be careful with this part so that you don't put your hands on the actual mat too much, because it'll make the mat not as sticky. But either way, I started to weed out the project and to make the stickers and to get everything set and done. This is me explaining again that I put them all together, and basically saying that I put all of them next to each other so I know which ones go where. Of course, it's kind of obvious with this project, but some projects aren't as obvious, so just take your time and really help yourself to remember where they go. And then I finished the project, and I have it right here. That's just one of them. I figured I wouldn't put them all next to each other. And this is just a funny meme I liked because it's totally true. I always tell myself it's going to take 5 minutes, it's going to take 5 minutes, and then 2 or 3 hours later, I'm still looking at it going, why did it take so long? Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.